Monte, when you evaluate, hi, how are you? Sorry, that was very quick. Nice to see you. When you look at the season you have, where do you begin your self-evaluation?
I mean, for me, I feel like I was like coming into a groove like the last 15, 20 games. I feel like I was at my peace mentally, and it was more so with me just like being comfortable. And I feel like if we could have like had that push and been more available, include myself, I feel like this team was ready to like hit heights. And once we get to the play-in or the playoffs, wherever we would have been, I just feel like we was all coming together collectively with chemistry, and everybody was kind of pulling everybody together. And I feel like we was at a point in the season where everybody was like comfortable, but availability had been tough with us, top to bottom. We gotta, for me, I gotta be available for guys, and vice versa to win games. So for me, that's my self-eval ending the season. But it's something to take going forward and be ready for next season. I know what I got to do, and I got some goals to come back and be stronger and be ready.
When you, aside from the availability piece, what do you feel like this team needs to address to reach the next level or kind of be able to make that push?
Like I said, I think the best thing for us was really letting the young guys play too, and seeing Johnny take that step and Corey take that step, because I mean, going forward is just like we can hold everybody to a higher level coming back. Those guys having that success is more so we can get on guys and we know it's installed in them, and they can get on us too. I just feel like our relationships had gotten better, our locker room conversations was better, it was more so winning, and just knowing like we gotta keep pushing and keep striving no matter the result. And everybody was bought in, so like it's tough because the season over now, but I just like our progress. So if we all can come back a little better than we was and keep that energy that we had, I feel like sky's the limit for us. We just gotta stay together.
With 𝗙𝗢𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 and Kuz playing 35 games this season, what was it about the chemistry during those games that you liked most?
Just the dynamic. Like all three of those guys combined on a good night, that's like 85 and 90 points. You know what I'm saying? So that's big time. Like I said, availability is key, and we all know that. And when we was all on the court together and that trio was working, people seeing how dangerous we could be. So it's just all about us just being available, and it's like beating it, dead hours. But if we available, I think we one of the scariest teams to match up with.
Wes said that you guys were in the top 10 in efficiency with paint threes, but you didn't have a lot of volume of those paint threes. What held that back? Why, if it was so efficient, why wasn't it done?
Well, just style of play. I feel like me, I spoke with Wes, and in my meeting, some of that's on me, being a point guard, pushing the pace, but it's on them too to address it every day. Like we want to run. Like our last few games, I think our best offense is when we push the pace. Even when we played Boston, they said that was our fastest paced game all year. We was just getting the ball out and just pushing it and not really running sets. So I feel like the more we can put emphasis and find that identity, if we're gonna play like this, then we all got to be on one accord. And I think that's where more paint threes and stuff will come to play. Once the faster we play, people can get downhill and guys can really set their feet. It just can't be on Monday we play turtle basketball, and Wednesday we want to play fast. We got to install that identity, and I feel like if we do that, we'll be great.
I like
Careful with the turtle.
Yeah.
Turtle basketball.
Oh, yeah,
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Different from turf.
I mean,
You described a pretty big adjustment early in the year, going from playing with Joker to being a different type of point guard here. What was that process like, and how long did it take to make that adjustment?
I mean, I told you, like I feel like I got comfortable probably like the last 15 games, but it's just different. But like a guy like me, like I've always been a guy like just starting off slow, either somewhere, not even talking about basketball, just other stuff in life too. But once I figure it out, I feel like that's when I show my best ability. And like I said, last 15 games, I feel like, all right, this the offense, this where I'm gonna eat at, this where I gotta get teammates involved, this where you like the ball. You know, it takes time. It's not something you can really come into, you know, all the time. And every situation is just like boom, and just pick up where you left off. You kind of gotta reshape, you know, yourself mentally, physically, to be successful. So that's why I said I feel like next year, you know, it could be my best year because, you know, I know what I got to do. I know how the offense is going to be ran, and I know, you know, my spots.
We asked Kuz what it was like to actually play on the same team as you now that the season is over. What was that experience like for you guys to reunite?
Terrible, no. But no, it was good. Kuz is he's a, you know, dynamic player. He's a guy who you don't really got to run plays for. You know, he gonna play and he gonna take shots. He gonna take some crazy ass shots too, but they might go in. But he's a guy who speaks up. He's a guy who, you know, hold everyone accountable. You know, even when he wasn't playing these last few games, he was always active and talking in the meetings and, you know, trying to help the young guys. So, you know, it was great. Just I always knew how smart he was. You know, just growing up with him, but like actually being in the locker room with him and things like that, you know, it's different being a teammate, you know. So I was just excited to play with him, but I learned a lot from him this season for sure.
First off, what's good, Monte?
What up, though?
Question.
Yeah.
If you really know the game, you and Will were spearheaded to turn that thing in Denver around. What gives you the belief that you can do the same thing here in Washington?
I just for me, I'm a real one. It's like I wouldn't be sitting up here just talking just to boost my ego or just gas it about guys if I didn't believe in them. I've been around winning and I've been around hardworking guys, and the guys that's on the team like bust our ass and work very hard. So when you work hard, you know, you get rewarded, and I just feel like if we stay together and just, like I said, find that identity and actually just attack it and hold ourselves all to a different level from top to bottom. I just feel like, you know, once we get there, it's just the city gonna be great. And I feel like we got the opportunity. We just gotta be available, like I said. And I know we all know that, but I feel like we only can win games if we all out there. So that's our goal. My goal: come back stronger and be more durable and be ready to rock more nights than not.
And one more for you. The game is evolving. The young guys, they think they know everything, but you have an assist-to-turnover ratio that's elite. Everything is not about scoring. It's passing, setting your guy up. You just talk to the nuances of the basketball game that fans sometimes overlook.
I mean, you know, assist-turnover ratio great and all that. The game is evolving. Everybody want highlight plays and things like that, but I tell guys all the time, like, you know, steak and potatoes, you know, be solid. Coaches love possessions. The more possessions you got, the more threes you can get up. You know, turn the ball over is tough. You know, you can lose games off turnovers, points off turnovers and things like that. So, like, I take onus on that. Everybody, you know, ain't going to have the great assist-turnover ratio, but the more possessions, talking to young guys, you know, younger guys that's listening to this or may see it, just try to get your team, you know, the most shots possible. Just get a shot up. And coaches love that, and I think that's why I'm valued around the league, the different coaches and things like that.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Monte, I just want to go back to the pace of play that you started with.
Yeah.
Do you feel like just the identity and message for the team kind of was not consistent from the beginning of the year to the end, or?
Yeah, I mean, if it, you know, I spoke with Wes about it. Me and Wes is real tight. You know, he agreed with me. You know, I don't just put it on him. I put it on me too. Being a point guard, you know, I mean, if I felt like our pace was this, you know, I could have been more vocal to go in his office and be like, yo, we need to just do this. I feel like we let it go too long to a stretch where it got to up and down, and we ain't know. That's why some nights you see us play a certain way, and you're like, man, they just played this way. What's going on tonight? So, but like I said, that's all about relationships. Every relationship ain't perfect. You got to work on it, and I feel like communication is key, and, you know, that's what communication for. And only thing you can do from here is go up, man. That's the good thing about this, you know, and that's our goal. So we all on the same page, but, you know, West definitely want us to play faster. So coming in the next season, I feel like that's going to be like our goal and identity, so everybody on the same page, because we got great athletes, we young, and we should be playing a lot faster. So
Just for you, what do you want to work on this offseason to improve your game?
For me, honestly, I'm trying to put on probably like 7-8 pounds, come back probably like 190, just so my body's just more durable, and just do different things, you know, take my mind somewhere it ain't been. Like I said, once I come back, I'm gonna be stronger and things like that. I already got my, you know, off-season kind of laid out, the guys I'm working with and things like that. So I'm gonna take this very seriously. And just really, just my thing is availability. Once I'm available, I can show more and do more. And once I'm comfortable, like I said, I'm at a point now where I was more comfortable in the offense, so I can show more, I can shoot more threes and things like that. My biggest piece was just being comfortable, and also guys trusting in me and telling me to go be aggressive and things like that. And I think me and Brad relationship had gotten better, and that's big for me, because I look up to Brad, being that guy, franchise guy. I always know his talent, but to hear a guy, you know, believe in me and tell me, you know, hoop and things like that, that like boosts my confidence to a whole different level. And I feel like we was just getting started. So if we can come back next year, I feel like we can just take it to another level from day one.
Monte, I wanted to ask you just about that, actually.
Yeah.
Just having come in this year kind of fresh, not having had a close relationship from what I understand with him before, what did you learn about Brad in terms of what type of guy is he as a leader, as the franchise face?
I mean, like, me and Brad, like, birthday one day apart. It's crazy. So we kind of, like, we kind of, like, got that energy where it's, like, once you meet somebody, you know they cool, but you still feel them out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like me and Brad relationship was like that for a minute, but now, like, it's like, I know he cool, but, like, I'm going to kind of, like, I'm going to work, ease my way into it. But, like, now, you know, we joke, we talk a lot, you know, we got a lot of inside jokes without even speaking. We can look at something and we kind of thinking the same thing. So that little stuff right there go a long way on the court, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited to kind of get a chance to run it back with him and just like pick up where we kind of left off, but closer in a relationship standpoint. So he can get on me, I can get on him, and it's all love, you know, opposed to, I want to say something, but I don't know how he gonna react to me, because we ain't like that yet as far as where I feel like we should be. But like now I feel like our relationship is to that point, you know. But like I said, everything takes time. So you at a point with somebody, time, your relationships get better. So that's the most I'm looking forward to.
Monte, are there any games that stick out in your mind that you just wish you could have that moment back?
Nah, not really. I try to, since I was real young, you know, my mom always told me at midnight, she don't care if I had 30 points or I ain't score a bucket, you would never play that. You would never play that game again. You would never play in front of them same exact fans again. Every night is somebody first time watching you play. So I can't dwell on, you know, a moment that I want back. Of course, I want some games back, but I try to stay even keel and try to move forward and kind of just attack every new opportunity, because every day is a new chance to do something special. So I don't really dwell on something, you know, in the past.
Monte, how does the team improve its transition defense?
That's tough. I mean, transition. Crazy thing about transition defense, it ain't nothing you could really scout for. It's just all about effort and communication. So it's kind of tough to, say how I can get better. That's not like an offense. That's not, it's just all about just energy and wanting to do it. So I feel like we just got to communicate more and talk more and fly around. Transition is going to be 4-on-3s. It's going to be 3-on-5s. It's all about how you just scramble defense.
Just in terms of next year, what kinds of goals do you have for the team for next year with everyone pretty much coming back?
I mean, just playoffs. Like, for me, like, I feel like our roster, like, is good. Like, honestly, like, I know Milwaukee great. They're the favorites to win it. But, like, if we get a matchup with them in playoffs, like, if you look at, like, playoff basketball, people forget, like, just because you number one in the division don't make you better than the AFC. I mean, playoffs is all about matchups. And my biggest thing is once we get there, I feel like with our depth and our size, we match up, with anybody. And playoff basketball is slowed down, and you gotta really put things together. So I feel like our biggest thing is just getting there. I don't care how we get there, we just gotta get there, and then now it's time hoop. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the goal. Scratch the individual accolades and all that. Let's just get there and then figure the rest out.